And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Ware. Coming on the blitz, he gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good enough for the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he brings it back to right around a 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds an opening past the 40. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
This is caught inside the 15. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the play quickly.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Stafford now to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On first down, Stafford here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ed Too Tall Jones coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On the handoff, Tomlinson finding room to the 20. And cuts out right sideline. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They slot Gronkowski out right. They'll run Tomlinson, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Again, it's Tomlinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown! LaDainian Tomlinson, 72 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And now running right through it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And some room to work. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ed Too Tall Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play clock winding down. Third and long. It's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And this one is right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Alex Collins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
To throw on second down. Cunningham got his man complete over the middle. That's Peters. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. But he's got it.
Again, it's Cohen. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on third down. Cunningham. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This is Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham. He's going to wind up and air it out. And touchdown! Marvin Harrison, 39 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Stafford on first down. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And the wideout in motion. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. To throw is Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on first down. Cunningham. It's complete to Watt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go. 1-9.
Now Cohen. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go.
They try again with Cohen. And he's got some space here. Touchdown! A great effort there. 40 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Back to throw. Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And now it's second down. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They run with LT. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Throwing on third and long. Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So that throw good for 4. It's second down. To the air again, Stafford. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now it's Tomlinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
try and run. Tomlinson. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Peterson. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We get
and the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Aaron Donald able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7th. Now it's Stafford. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go.
They run. This is Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
First down at Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 42.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. The play clock's running down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Throwing again is Stafford. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
In motion right comes Gordon. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. First down, Stafford here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Again, it's Stafford. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And now another one thrown incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, possession switches hands. And now back out comes the offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Come on, let's go. Let's round. Let's round. Let's go. Ryan 38. Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Ohio.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Cunningham. And he comes back with one complete. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And a give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Cunningham got his man complete over the middle. It's Peters. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They come up short here on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paul Krause. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 40.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded about a yard deep. Shoves him aside. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down, Mariota. And his first look is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Well, the 48-yard punt, give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield and get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A second down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can times, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Tomlinson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Tomlinson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. They snap it to Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On the check down, he finds Camara. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Prescott now. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Back to the ground. It's Camara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. Prescott to throw it. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback.
And the first play will be a field goal try. And McManus able to put it through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This is taken at his 4. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Tomlinson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Stafford on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. Stafford looks to throw again. Right side caught by Jackson. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from the desert after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Now Stafford. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he motions the wide receiver. 3rd and long for Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st and 10, Prescott drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And McManus able to put it through. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Gun, Stafford. That's complete. It's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
To throw is Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Lawrence Taylor leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And the wideout in motion. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Christian Kirksey in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. Past the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Now, that's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's... They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Prescott on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the fourth. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's caught by Jackson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Christian Kirksey in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll look to throw. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He's back to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Flush to his right. To the right side to ericg819. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded about a yard deep. it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down, Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, that's complete to Clark. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll throw again. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Prescott now on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Stafford. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Stafford looks to throw again. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And it's complete over the middle to Clark. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So we've hit intermission. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, here's Stafford. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So they will go for it. Stafford. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup, and the Jags are going to have a first down. Stafford now to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 17-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Stafford. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And Potter, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back now in Jacksonville, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now Tomlin set on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Play clock winding down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, the 20. And this will be a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Big 20, big 20.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Stafford going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. To throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone. Driving for the winning score. And he's
through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, it's Tomlinson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Tomlinson again, a first down carry. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Here's Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run. Tomlinson trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
His pass caught with the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They're running. Tomlinson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson punching it in from a yard away. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Shift together here from the D-line. Stafford on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Justin Houston from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Here's Stafford now on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Third and long. It's Stafford. Fighting him off. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. On first down, Stafford here. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. In motion right comes Gordon. On first down, it's Stafford. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. In motion right comes Gordon. To throw on second down is Stafford. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And he motions the wide receiver. On first and 10, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And Too Tall Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down, Stafford. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Throwing on third and long, Stafford. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On second down, here's Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Brady throwing on second down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The final shot before the break. Stafford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
Here's Stafford. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off around around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 1st down, Stafford. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on 1st down, Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And as a result, possession switches hands. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
They run with LT, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. In motion left goes a tight end. Handoff left, Tomlinson. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Fresh set of downs here. Now it's Tomlinson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Brady going to throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First down throw for Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Von Miller coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Second down, Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
They'll run it with Jackson. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 61 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Tomlinson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Ryan Shazier coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 24 that time, and it'll give him the 1st down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for the touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 46 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The run, this is Jackson. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They run again with Jackson, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the 1st, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 3rd down, Mariota trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now it's Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They come out here in the eye. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And this is Tomlinson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Stafford. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. From the gun, Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room to run past midfield. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And they give this time to the tailback. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Thomas, the man in motion left. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Here's Stafford now on second down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about...
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Tomlinson. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vic Beasley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. On third down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarter.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters,